I was just thinking about like an old situation. This one time I had like these two girls double team on me, you know what I'm saying? Like really to try to bring me down and make me doubt myself and who I am or whatever. They were really trying to fuck up my self-esteem. Like, I kid you not, my God. And I was just thinking, like, my God, the hate be so motherfucking real and the love be so fake. Like, for real. For real. Like, for real. For real. The hate be so real and the love be so motherfucking fake. I was literally thinking about that one time. It was my ex-associate's birthday weekend or whatever. And mind you, these girls have way more than me. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I say way more than me in terms of material possessions, like way more than me. And this just goes to show that again, like, you can think that just because, and I know we've gotten hip to that, you know what I'm saying? It isn't because the person has more than you, or just because the person has more than you does not make them the it girl. It does not make them the cool girl. It does not make them the one. You feel me? And I think that when they're challenged the most, obviously, is when the one who doesn't have all of that, you know what I'm saying, the glitz and the glamour or whatever comes around, and they receive more attention than them, and it just drives them crazy. So anyways, it was my ex-associate's birthday weekend or whatever, and we had went to like, you know what I'm saying, a club or whatever. She had got a little section or whatever, and while we were standing outside waiting in line to get in, I remember and what made me even think about it is the pants that I have on. I'm gonna show you guys real quick, okay? Okay, so these used to be white and blue. Okay, now they're white and brown or whatever, you know what I'm saying? My daddy did a little bleach, but it's okay. They're still good, okay? Anyways, we were outside of the club waiting or whatever, and I had on these pants with a little white strappy top and my blue Zara strappy heels or whatever, and I don't remember I wasn't late, obviously. I probably was just the last one to show up from the group, but we were still waiting in line. Okay, cool. So I had this little black purse that I had got. I don't remember if it was from Forever 21, probably from Forever 21, or I don't know. Anyways, it probably was this big. You couldn't fit anything more than your lipstick, maybe chapstick, your license, your keys, you get what I'm saying, and maybe a little bit of cash. That's it. And it had a little gold chain strap, so you can wear it like long, right? It wasn't no bigger than this. So when I walked up, one of the girls from the entourage, if you will, she was just like, "Oh my God, Tara, you know what I'm saying, your purse is cute." And the birthday girl at that time, she was like, my friend, right? She was like, "Oh, I used to have one of those, but you can't fit nothing in there, but da 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 da." You get what I'm saying? Like, instant hate. When I say instant, man, the hate be so motherfucking real and the love be so fake. So we go inside or whatever, and there's this other girl there with her who supposedly at the time or just prior, she received a lot of recognition because the dude that she was married to at one point, who had died, he was one of the, you know what I'm saying, a well-known doughboy here or whatever. And so she's used to getting and receiving a certain type of attention, not because she that bitch, but because of the nigga she was with. Because I'm not trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna be funny. There was nothing attractive to this about this woman. There was nothing attractive about her, like not her shape, not her looks, not her appearance, and definitely not her attitude once I really got to spend time with her. Now, mind you, obviously this is when you're talking about first impressions. Like, I didn't have any real knowledge of who this woman was outside of her appearance, right? And then whenever, we were spending time this weekend, it was like, now I got to see who she was or how she was. And I was just like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? The outside matches the inside, you know what I mean? So, okay, cool. So anyways, we sit down at the table or whatever, and we're just kind of, kicking it or whatever. And I have more of a relationship with the birthday girl's other friends. You get what I'm saying? So we kicking it, we cool, you know what I'm saying? We cooling it, you know what I mean? Like, we vibing. And I want to say one of the girls had offered to pour me a drink, and the girl, the one who's used to receiving more recognition because of, you know what I'm saying, who she was married to at one point. I guess this was like her fall from grace because he was no longer around, and she was still trying to hold on by the by the hem of a garment, you know what I'm saying, to that position and that title and that rank and that status or whatever. And so, you know, she wants to be around other people that she feel like got it like that, so she can keep showing up in places. Like, this is some, and this is an older woman. So just goes to show the immaturity people have and the way that they think. You get what I'm saying? Like, you really have some people who are clout chasers. So anyways, one of the friends was like, you know what I'm saying, Tara, you want me to pour you a drink, or did you want more? Did you want another drink or whatever? And so she looks back because she's standing in front of the table and she's dancing in front of the table or whatever. And she overhears, just goes to show, bitch wasn't, she was dancing, but she was minding my motherfucking business. And so, she was like, she can get her own drink or some shit like that. Like, what? Like, that, okay, red motherfucking flag on the play. This bitch is like, okay, yeah, something's wrong with you. Something's fucking wrong, bitch. Something's wrong. So, the next day, we go to a winery or whatever, and like it was nice or whatever, but it had this like, it was on a dirt. I mean, it was set up on dirt. You get what I mean? Like outside under a tree kind of type vibe. You know what I mean? So they had vendors there or whatever. We first walk in or whatever. I find this real cute. It was like an evil eye bracelet at the time. This was back in 2020. So I speak about 2020 a lot because that was really my first time really stepping out into my fullest expression of myself and really getting to know myself. And I was really in my dark feminine, if you will. And I was just learning how to step into that unbashfully. Even then, though, I had people who wanted to try to put me back in my cocoon. And I'm saying this not to obviously tear anybody down, but just to bring awareness to how these friend groups really work. You get what I mean? Like, when you have the girls, the it girls, if you will, the girls who, because they have certain things, be confronted with the person who may not have those things, but yet they have it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it triggers something in them, and their monsters come out, their demons come out. You get what I'm saying? They manifest. So anyways, me and the birthday girl had went and got our dresses at the same time. So she had like this leopard dress or whatever, and I had this pink dress. So we show up there. It wasn't a problem with me having the pink dress, her having the leopard dress. The dresses were cute. Like, we were, you know what I'm saying? But again, this was also in 2020 when I started stepping out on my social media more. So, you know, I'm in my bag, you know what I'm saying? So even the fact that people were noticing me on social media was another reason why people wanted to get next to me, because, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? She's starting to get more attention. So let's be where the attention is. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, moving along. We show up there or whatever. She's the girl from the night before. She's there as well. And that day, literally, I kid you not, I ended up messing up my dress. Like, I bled through my dress. I started my cycle at the table. Do you understand? And when I tell you they had a party, they had a party. Okay, just looking back at all the red flags. So, while we were at the table or whatever, here, you know, it's a winery or whatever. And I want to say that it was my guy friend, or maybe even it was her, because it was her. She was like, do you want another drink? Like, you know, because we were having wine or whatever. And again, this girl said it. She was like, she can get her own drink or some shit like that. Like, it was just the drink, baby. It was the drink. She was pissed. It was the drink. And I wasn't doing anything other than being myself. You know what I'm saying? And really, quite honestly, like I said, this was also one of those times in history where I was still coming out of my shell. So though I was able to show up on my social media lively and you know what I'm saying, courageous in person, I was still kind of dimming my light to a certain degree, simply because I didn't feel safe, you know what I'm saying, to really be myself. You know, I didn't really like the idea of being perceived in person, especially because these people were seeing my social media presence. And so, you know, I felt like they wanted entertainment, or they wanted a performance. So anyways, I'm gonna say this because we're almost at the end of the video. I mean, we're almost at 10 minutes. So I ended up messing my dress that day or whatever. And when we got back to my car, I did not have a charger for my car, girl. And I was like, oh my God, my phone finna die, whatever. And they just laughed. Oh my God, you ain't got no charger for your phone? It was like that one thing they could finally find. It was before my dress got messed up. It was like that one thing that they could find to you know what I'm saying, pounce on to try to make me feel inferior. My God, it was just ridiculous. And so, yeah, just be mindful, because the hate be so real and the love be so fake, babe. No lie.